Just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Love fires that quickly outside. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Love from the gun. Left side here to Sanders. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, Love. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. The throw over the middle taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Following the interception, Love. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back at the 18-yard line.
Now Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball?
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. First down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Back to throw again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Yetur Gross-Matos. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. It's now fourth.
On fourth down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Play action this time with Love. Able to connect with Mims. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Going deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41.
Prime time, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He sets up the screen to Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether...
And it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Another run here with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Play fake. Here's Love. He's got a man sideline. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Brooklyn, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.